Persia to Rome to the Islamic Caliphate. There is just so much carnage. Why this little, insignificant people have been so vehemently hated by so many pagan governments, kingdoms, regimes, and empires. In 1939, the Jewish population in Poland was 3.5 million. By the end of the war in 1945, that number had been reduced to 250,000. 150,000 Jews out of the 250,000 who were remaining.
The church has blood on their hands.
3.6 million Jews was reduced to 30,000 over a period of 20. Holocaust was perpetrated by Christians because of Christian.
القرآن هو اللي بيدعونا ان احنا نكرههم وما نحبهمش. أعداء المسلمين بعد إبليس هم اليهود. من الذي قال ذلك؟ الله.
The Jews have suffered, and there's more suffering to come.
This train of Judenos is again revolving.
All the nations of the world want to attack Jerusalem.
Where is merciful God? Where is He?
이스라엘의 젊은이들은 고등학교를 졸업하면 무조건 군대를 가게 돼 있죠. 남자는 3년, 여자는 2년. 이렇게 의무적으로 국가를 위해서 국방의 의무를 다하는 나라가 이스라엘입니다. 나라를 위해서 그 애국심으로 국방의 의무를 다하는 건 좋지만 문제는 군대를 제대한 이후에 이스라엘의 젊은이들이 많은 정신적인 어려움을 겪고 있죠. 하기야 늘 전투를 치러야 되는 그 이스라엘의 특별한 상황이다 보니까 때에 따라서는 동료가 전사를 하기도 하고 또 부상을 입기도 하는 것을 직접 목격하고 또 본인이 당할 수도 있기 때문에 어떤 정신적인 트라우마가 많이 있죠. 그런 상황에서 제대를 하게 되는 이스라엘의 젊은이들은 쉽게 얘기해서 이스라엘을 잠시 떠나고 싶어하는 그런 생각이 들 정도로 많은 정신적인 어려움을 겪고 있는데 바로 그런 이스라엘의 젊은이들, 제대를 한 이스라엘의 젊은이들을 위한 특별 치유 프로그램이 있는데 그것을 이글스 프로젝트라고 합니다. 그 이글스 프로젝트의 디렉터가 또 우리와 같이 예수와를 믿는 메시아닉주 목사님이신데 그분이 바로 에브게니 목사님이십니다. 오늘 그 에브게니 목사님께서 이스라엘에서 한국에 오셨고 또 저희 브래드TV 스튜디오를 방문해 주셨습니다. 오늘은 에브게니 목사님을 통해서 이스라엘의 젊은이들에 대한 이야기를 좀 들어보도록 하겠습니다. 목사님 이렇게 와주셔서 고맙습니다. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
제가 듣기로는 에브게니 목사님도 이스라엘에서 군대를 제대를 하셨는데 군복무 때 특수부대에서 근무를 했다라는 이야기를 들었어요. 어떤 임무였는지 좀 얘기해 주실 수 있겠습니까?
I was altogether 9 years in the IDF, and God led me to these beautiful years. It's not so easy, but it was a very important school for me. I started with 4 years of military college before the army. It was in youth age, actually. And then I was almost 3 years in the special forces, paratrooper special forces. And then 2 additional years as an officer. And now I have do reserves every year. So it was a very special period of time for me. And God leads me and teach me a lot. He showed me a lot of miracles. In 2006, there's a Lebanon war, and my unit was opening actually in the first missions. And then I have a lot of miracles that I have seen. So I tried to think more about God, like, okay, I had explosions and missiles that fallen, and nothing happened to me. So maybe God have a plan for me. So these thoughts visiting me a lot. And then The long story short, one sniper shot at my head and missed it for 5 centimeters. So then I realized God have a plan for me, and it's not easy to kill a man that God have a plan for him. So I finished my army and all the things, and God put in my heart to work with youth. This is a very general information, but yeah, so it wasn't easy, but was a very important lesson in my life. And now I can understand more this youth that go into the army, so I can find a way to the hearts. And actually, this is what I'm doing now. It's pastoring youth teams. And after we'll finish the army, there's a tradition, Israel tradition, to go abroad. To go to India, South America, to clean your mind, clean your head, to be away from the family. I did it also. I left away for 4 years to Austria. But God also led me to be a part of involving of church building there in Vienna. And then I came back and I tried to pray and think what we can do for this youth.
이스라엘에서 낙하산 부대, 특수부대, 공수부대에서 이제 근무를 하셨고 또 2006년 레바논 전쟁까지도 이제 참전을 했었는데 제가 이스라엘에서 만난 군인들, 특히 길거리에서 만난 군인들 그렇게 군기가 이렇게 바짝 들어 있어 보이진 않지만 세계에서 가장 그래도 이 전투를 잘하는 군대가 이스라엘 군대라고 제가 알고 있는데 이스라엘 군대 특히 이 특공대 훈련이 빡세죠?
Yes, of course. It's every unit have their own course. Of course, there is a basic unit like battlefield units, intelligence units. Everything is very different. It's very huge amount of people. The people in our army is very good-hearted and very eager to go and to do the good job and to reach the special unit. So before we finish the school, we have already started our test to reach the highest places. If it's technological places, we have a lot of tests and exams. And this is if you want to come to the special forces, you also start your test before you finish the school, actually than last year. And test after test, you reach the better and better place. This is how it works. And after you enter the army, you have much more tests to pass to be in all kind of units. What I did, I made some tests before I finished the army. I entered to the paratroopers battalion, and inside the paratroopers, I did more tests, 1 week test to reach the special forces battalion. So I have been in special forces, and this course to finish the education of this unit. It's a very small unit. People fall down on the middle of the course, and it's 1 year and 5 months of training every day. Very intensive training. A lot of things you learn. It's very fun, but very hard. It's like shooting courses, missile courses, explosive courses. My unit was a specialty, it's explosives. Jumping from planes, Krav Maga, the Israel battle techniques. The schools of the special forces, how to fight in all the borders of Israel, because the land of Israel is very unique. Up north you have forest, up south you have, down south you have a desert, so you must learn everything like this. And also cooperate for the Air Force, for the Sea Force, so it's very rich on information. So you're walking a lot, you carry a lot of weights, like you can reach 50, 60, 70 kilos, and then you will see that in the war, all this training was worth it because you was ready for it. Not much sleep, not much you go to home, but it's going very fast because it's very intensive.
훈련하다가 뭐 낙하산 타고 점핑하다가 사고 나는 경우도 있을 것 같고 사고가 심해서 이제 그 동료가 숨지기도 하는 일도 있을 것 같고 또 전쟁에 나가서 전투를 하다 보면 또 동료가 부상당하고 전사하는 경우도 있을 텐데 그런 것 때문에 그 이스라엘의 젊은이들이 군대를 제대하고 나서 굉장히 정신적인 그 어려움을 많이 겪는다면서요?
Yes, there is people that suffer from all kind of things because every man he built differently. His psychology system, his inner system, his sensitive, and sometimes things you see you remember it a lot. And this one general thing is called post-trauma. post-trauma is such an illness that if you've been through very, very hard and difficult battle, so maybe after you will finish the war, so you will dream about it every night. So people with post-trauma cannot sleep more than 3 hours. So it's all kind of things. Sometimes you hear noises, sometimes you go to sleep, you dream about it. So there is problem like this, of course. God had mercy upon me. I don't have it, almost nothing. It was first period of time, some dreams, something, but healed.
그 트라우마를 겪는 이스라엘의 젊은이들을 또 우리 목사님이 잘 알기 때문에 그 젊은이들을 위해서 치유 프로그램을 하는 것이 이글스 프로젝트인데, 그럼 그 이글스 프로젝트에서는 어떻게 그 이스라엘의 젊은이들이 트라우마를 그 치유를 받게 되는 겁니까?
First of all, we see that youth, they are very important to the next generation ministries, next generation future. This is our future. Those people that are only 20 years old, 21, 22 years old, this average of ages between 20 and 30, we can see in the Bible, they are the key persons. So there's a huge expectation from them. But if some men and also some girls, also girls must be army 2 years, if they will finish the army and they will be without any identity and very low faith, actually, you cannot do nothing with them. The organization or congregation they in it have the responsibility to take care for them. In a long time process, that in future these people will be productive and will bring the influence to their environment. But you must put maximum efforts to receive some fruits. So we have boys and girls, not everybody like post-trauma stuff like this, but they have some question, why am I doing this, who am I, what is my future, I don't actually know. When you finish the army, you have a lot of questions in your mind, because you've been in some system for 2, 3, 5 years, and suddenly it finished. So people confused, what I'm gonna do now, whether I'm gonna work, and am I gonna marry or not, maybe I have some problems and some hard testimonies. So first of all, we see them as the potentials, people to do some good work for the kingdom. And we also build this project to receive some goals. First of all, is renewal. Renewal as a person, renewal as a believer, and just renewal as a human being, to refresh. Because these people will go out of Israel anyway, but we don't want them to go to India to do drugs or to some new age things that some of them trying to do. So we have our friends out of Israel, in Norway in this case. So we go together with them to Norway, that they can do whatever they want to do, but with a good environment, with supporting a group of people. So they go to hike a lot in the mountains together with the locals. They have worship nights, evening nights. One of the goals is rest. It's maybe some people think, oh, it's very not logic goal to spend so much time that someone will rest. But people do not understand that the guy or girl that have a schedule every day for 3 years, they are so tired mentally. So the goal of the rest is very important for us. When you rest, you have time to think. You have time to rest, and also spiritual rest, and they can rest. Another goal is to understand who am I and what gift I have. If I can teach people, if I can lead people, if I can bring some kind of influence. And the last goal is to understand what is my future. What is God's want me to do in my future? What is my gift? When I understand what is my gift, I want to be productive. I want to be fruitful. So it's a discipleship program for 1 month. 1 month is it's a little bit intensive, but we are very gentle with them. So we learn what is our identity. Because if you don't understand your past, your present is very weak, and you almost don't have a future. But if you understand your past as a human being, as a believer, you will understand more your environment, your presence, why you reach this point. And after you understand this, you will understand your next steps for the future. And then these young men or women will make big influence. For example, we had a lot of people with all kind of issues. We have a girl that she was in depression for 1 year. She didn't go out from her house. But during this procedures, she shared her testimonies. She spoke with people. She worshiped and prayed a lot. And after she finished the Eagle Project, she started to gather young people from the streets and make a youth group. So it's something not natural. We cannot do this. We can just organize the logistic, but we need the power from above to lead these things. We have people that didn't know if they're still believers, non-believers, but after the project, they approached the biblical colleges, and they wanted by themselves to reach out knowledge and be closer.
목사님께서 그렇게 이스라엘의 젊은이들을 치유하는 프로젝트를 이렇게 진행하시면서 만났던 이스라엘의 젊은이들 중에 정말 이 트라우마가 심각한 그런 경우가 있었습니까?
Some people, we have some guys in our congregation also, he also participated in the Eagle Project. He almost died in Gaza war. His team was the special team that go inside of the tunnels. If you know the tunnels from Gaza, so they must to search the tunnels and to discover them and then explode them. So one of the tunnels that he was entered, he go out and apparently the terrorists, they put a bomb inside the tunnels. So it exploded a few minutes after he go out. And actually, when he walked, he see his shoe is open. So he bowed down to close the shoe, and suddenly the tunnels exploded, and one piece of the tunnel was above his head. So if he wouldn't go down to close the shoe, he was hit in head. And he's make a very good influence somehow, because he understands there's a reason why I'm staying alive. So maybe these hard conditions, they make you think and from above yourself. So there is a target of your life, there is a goal that I must live. Of course, it's very hard to forget things like this, but it's the matter of choice how you look upon these things. Because I also have seen missiles that fall and didn't explode, and I also have seen people that hurt and shootings and explosions, but you survive time after time, so it's make you think. So I personally didn't stuck and continuing. This is very important. But people with post-trauma, I heard the stories very much that the people was in very hard situation of battles, that like people hurt very badly and died, and parts of body, stuff like this. It's very hard to get rid of it. So by doctors, it's impossible to heal you. You will be probably all of your life on your drugs and try to sleep, but by the medical definition, it's impossible to heal post-trauma. But we have heard the testimonies that God healed these people, and they're now sleeping very well, and they forget about everything. So this is very unnatural thing, and this testimony is very strong, because when doctor says it's impossible, so there is nothing impossible to God. So I heard the testimonies, and I have seen the people that now approaching our theological course for youth, for young adults, and they sharing testimonies, and they say it was so hard. The body was also injured, and God healed everything. So it's like a new man. So for God, everything is possible.
그렇게 이제 이글스 프로젝트를 통해서 이스라엘에서 이제 군대를 제대한 젊은이들 중에 좀 더 깊은 치유가 필요하다라고 생각되는 그런 청년들을 또 한국에도 보내는 그런 프로젝트, 한국과 일본과 대만 이런 프로젝트도 지금 구상하고 계신다면서요? 그 얘기를 해주시죠.
Yes, we have thoughts lately, and we testing now, and we go from country to country and see how to be cooperative. But the idea, the vision is to take those people that already finished Eagle Project few times in the past 4 years, and we have all kind of programs now in Israel for this type of age. We have the root course, it's a shortish course that people know their identity, and now they're ready to bring influence. How they do it, they can share the testimonies, they can share the stories, and they can teach some things. They can also explain about Israel, to present Israel in organizations in Korea, Taiwan, and Japan. So the idea is to bring the group of people from Israel in 2019, and also the group of people from the local country, like for example Korea, to gather 10 people from Israel, 10 people in Korea for 6 days. Every day they will go to organization and they will work together, and by this fellowship, by this unity, they can bring fruits, and they can be very useful to Korea, Japan, and Taiwan by working together. All this is very, very far countries, and the culture is very different, but we want to mix it together and see what can be happen, how it's bring a good influence to the both of the sides, also the Israeli sides and also the Israeli influence on the Korean youth, because this is very strategic. So we as elders, we must push them a little bit forward, but they must have an initiative, and we must be ready for the initiative. It can be like crazy ideas, it can be small ideas to serve in local communities, but we want them to help them to do it together, but for both of the sides. For now, this is what we are doing here. We are planning this. We work with organizations and the people that have the same heart.
그러면 그렇게 해서 이제 이스라엘의 젊은이들이 우리 에브게니 목사님과 하고 같이 이제 한국에 왔을 때 우리 한국 교회는 뭘 어떻게 도와드리면 좋을까요?
So it's two-step project. One of them is just the logistic things. First of all, you must gather potential people for this project, around 7, 10, 15 people, that they will be a part of this team, and one leader of the group that we can communicate. And when the Israeli people will land here, so the local people can provide hosting, like a place to sleep, place to eat, and a general program. And after 6-7 months, we will do the same thing in Israel. We want these people will gathering from Japan, Korea, and Taiwan. They will bring the key persons of this age to Israel, and we will do the same thing in Israel. We will have like a discipleship course also together. We go to see some hiking, to see some seasides, just to have a healthy fellowship. And this project is very long term. And after some years, we can test it, what became from these young people. So it will be the both sides. This unity will bear fruits from both of the sides, not only one side.
우리도 북한을 마주하면서 그 대치 상태에 있기 때문에 뭐 늘 우리의 자녀들이, 동생들이 38선 전방에서 이렇게 근무를 하고 있는 그런 상황이 있기 때문에 누구보다도 어느 나라보다도 그 이스라엘의 군인들의 입장, 그리고 그 군인들의 부모를 둔 부모의 입장을 잘 알 수 있을 것 같아요. 우리가 만약에 이스라엘의 그 군인들을 위해서 기도한다면 현재 상태에서 어떤 기도를 해드리는 게 좋을 것 같습니까?
The biggest prayer is that those young people will understand their position in God's eyes and their importance. Like it is written that in 1 John chapter 2 verse 14, I wrote into your youth because you are strong in the word of God and you win the wicked one. So it's very simple verse, but it's have a treasure inside. You must be professional in this sword. Bible is a sword. They already fight the war, the physical one, but now they expect to fight the spiritual one. And you must win the wicked one. But the problem is the wicked one know the Bible better than them. And he attacked them in very, very strong weapons. And without having a deeper roots of your identity as a youth believer in Israel, every single small wind will take you away. So our prayer that we will have a strong youth, very wise youth, people that want to bring influence to their surroundings, to the families, to the congregation, to the country and worldwide. Because this is the expectation. We want to see more and more youth that understand it and start to be fruitful.
저희도 앞으로 이스라엘의 군인들 그리고 또 트라우마를 갖고 제대한 젊은이들을 위해서 우리 브래드 TV와 시청자 여러분들이 함께 계속 기도를 해드리겠습니다. 그리고 이번에 목사님께서 한국에 방문하신 그 목적, 이글스 프로젝트를 위해서 방문하신 목적이 잘 달성이 돼서 앞으로 이스라엘의 젊은이들이 한국에도 오고 또 한국의 젊은이들이 이스라엘로 가고 이렇게 해서 서로의 아픔을 치유하는 데 서로 의지하고 도움이 되는 그런 관계가 되기를 바라겠습니다. 목사님 오늘 이렇게 바쁜 한국 일정 가운데서도 저희 브래드TV 스튜디오를 방문해 주셔서 너무나 감사합니다. 오늘 이야기해 주셔서 고맙습니다. Thank you very much.
Thank you for giving me your time.
이스라엘 선교 전문 방송 브래드TV. 이스라엘을 위해 기도하고 싶으신데 기도 제목을 잘 모르시겠다고요? 그럴 땐 이스라엘 전문 방송 브래드TV로 들어오시면 됩니다. 언제 어디서나 시청 가능한 브래드TV. 매번 주소 검색하시느라 힘드셨죠? 브래드TV 바로가기 아이콘을 만들면 한 번에 들어가 원하시는 방송을 시청하실 수 있습니다. 브래드TV 바로가기 아이콘 만들기. 삼성, LG 등 안드로이드 버전입니다. 먼저 인터넷 버튼을 눌러주세요. 그리고 브래드tv.co.kr을 입력. 브래드TV 홈페이지로 이동합니다. 홈페이지로 이동한 후 핸드폰 하단의 메뉴 버튼을 눌러주세요. 여기서 홈 화면에 바로가기 추가. 이 버튼만 누르면 끝이에요. 이제 바탕화면에 생긴 브래드TV 아이콘을 누르시면 한 번에 원하시는 방송을 선택 신청하실 수 있습니다. 다음은 아이폰에서 바로가기 아이콘 만드는 방법입니다. 인터넷 버튼을 누르세요. 그리고 브래드tv.co.kr을 입력. 브래드TV 홈페이지로 이동합니다. 이동 후 화면을 움직이면 핸드폰 하단에 메뉴바가 나옵니다. 여기서 가운데 버튼을 클릭하고 바로 보이는 홈 화면에 추가를 눌러주세요. 그리고 추가 버튼만 누르면 끝입니다. 마지막으로 아이패드에서 바로가기 아이콘을 만드는 방법입니다. 역시 인터넷 버튼을 눌러주세요. 그리고 브래드tv.co.kr을 입력. 홈페이지로 이동하면 주소창 옆에 화살표를 클릭. 홈 화면에 추가 버튼을 누르고 추가를 누르면 끝이에요. 이제 바탕화면에 생긴 브래드TV 아이콘을 누르시면 한 번에 원하시는 방송을 선택 신청하실 수 있습니다.